This is going to be about mental health. And what I like to do is I like to write out the questions. So, who, what, see that, when, why, where, and how. Okay, so four questions: who, what, when, why, where, and how. And I'm addressing it because I think in today's time, I think a lot of people are really dealing with one form of another of mental health, and I'll get into the types here shortly. So that will answer the first question. So that could be you, me, and other people. Or just people, because we're just talking about people in general. So, people. What? So, we said that. Mental health. And the types could be, some of the major ones would be like, could be depression, could be anxiety, attention problems, ADD, ADHD, some of the major ones, how they discuss really depression, anxiety the most, it's the most common. So there's a lot of different types, and there's a lot of similar emotions or things that are often linked together. Okay, so when, this could be any time really, when this feeling occurs. So it could be past, could be now, could be the future. And basically why that's connected is, so the past is going to play a role in now, and now, which will be the past, will play a role in the future. So we have to work on now. Work on now. So that's the present, would be now. Okay. Well, why? Why do we want to work on it? Well, I want to improve, or we, because it could be you and me, to improve my mindset, mentality, because this is mental health. So mental health is the mind. Draw a picture. It's a very quick brain there. Okay. And we want to improve our mind, so where? It's wherever we are. So wherever we are, we have to be aware, which that's one of the greatest things. Wherever we are, be aware of thoughts. We've been discussing how throughout the whole thing. So we've got who, which is people, what, our mind, which is the health of our mind, the health of our thoughts, and how we hold it together. Okay? So that's how. There's different ways. Certain days will be better than others. And we have to continuously be working on this. And another way is discussing and writing this out. I recommend you do the same thing. Write it out, draw a picture, do different things, because you're going to become aware of your thoughts and how you deal with the thoughts. Okay. So you have who, what, when, why, where, how. And some days, once again, are better than others. So there's a really good saying in the Chinese quote. So if you're living in the past, you're really depressed. If you're living in the future, you're really anxious. But if you were at peace, you were in the present moment. And I think that really applies a lot of the time. So there's also a really strong correlation with depression and anxiety. Depression is more like, there's short-term depression, say like your dog dies, so you're like sad for a while. Then there could be like major depression. People do suffer from major depression disorder. And there's also a link between the anxiety. Anxiety could be like a lot of fast thoughts. Maybe your hands get sweaty. Your heart rate is increased. You have a lot of rapid thoughts in your mind, and it's like you feel anxious, like almost biting your nails. That would be types of anxiety. ADD and ADHD, that's like attention problems. I personally have experienced all of these, and every person will experience depression and anxiety in their lifetime, and that's another reason why I'm addressing it, because it's nothing to be ashamed about. It's a part of human nature, and I think we need something in our current time. And so things we can do is our interests or hobbies. To enjoy something, so you have grief or joy. Times for both. Talk about it, so discussion helps. That's probably one of the most important things, because that's the element of communication. If we're not discussing how we feel, how are we going to work on that? So we have to have ultimately a willingness to discuss how we feel and what we're working on. And there's also breathing techniques. And also, get to that in the next video. So breathing techniques. Some people choose to take medication. Some people take herbal treatments, different things. Some people choose to deal with it themselves, and this should be like a 2 or 3 part video. Okay. And these are some of the major ones. I didn't really discuss some of the minor ones. Breathing techniques, how hobbies, interests, like could be art, could be playing guitar, could be maybe you enjoy cooking, learning how to cook new dishes. Come up with a list of things that you like to do. So you're experiencing, even with the thought or the idea of something that you like to do, say cooking, okay? It's your personal experience, and maybe you enjoy cooking and learning how to cook Oriental food or Mexican food or whatever it is. Maybe it's something really simple like boiling hot dogs. So you enjoy that. So